Hey everyone, welcome to an overview of the Samsung Mobile Theme Editor. We'll be starting soon with today's webinar. So before we actually dive into the actual webinar, let's walk you through some housekeeping items. So if you have any questions and concerns for me during our presentation, you can post your queries in a Q&A box. Any issues that you face during the webinar, like you're not able to hear my voice or you're not seeing the webinar slides, again, you can post it on the Q&A box. The session is being recorded and it will be made available on the given link on the HTTP webinars. So if later on you want to check the content for this webinar, like slides or the video, you can check it on bit.ly/HTTP webinars. And please make sure to provide the feedback at the end of the session. That will help us to improve our webinar content and the quality and future. So my name is Ashutosh Sharma, and I'm a part of a developer program team. We are working in Samsung Electronics America, and it's located in Mountain View, California. And we here at the Samsung Developer Program team, we actually help you with any questions or queries related to Android or Tizen projects. It can either be for a theme editor, it can be for watch face editor, any queries or concerns that you have regarding the Galaxy SDKs or Tizen wearable, just sign up for the Samsung Developer Program and you can log a ticket for us and we'll get back to you. Any feedback for this webinar, you can submit it to my email address. You can send it to my email address, that is a.sharma2@partner.samsung.com. We have a couple of upcoming webinars. The first one is going to be on March 9th. That is Games for Samsung. There will be talking more in detail about how to promote your games that are specifically tailored for Samsung devices. Second, it's going to be on March 23rd, where we'll be talking more in details about how to publish your apps on Galaxy App Store. And the third one, it's going to be on April 6th, where we'll be taking you more in details about how to create Edge applications for Samsung Edge devices and what are the various type of Edge applications. So let's do a quick poll check here. How many of you have been actually published or published any theme app or know about the theme app? So if you know about the theme app, just click on thumbs up. If it's the first time you are encountering a theme app or Samsung theme editor, you can click on thumbs down. Once again, those of you who have joined just now, it's a quick pulse check to know that how many of you actually know about the theme app or have previously published a theme app. So if you did, just click on thumbs up. If not, then thumbs down. Okay, we'll wait for a few more seconds to get more replies. Okay, so it seems that most of you have been aware of the theme apps and did publish the theme apps in past. So let's walk you through the very basics. So before I actually start with the theme webinar slides, let me give you a quick overview of what we are going to cover today. So today's presentation will start with the introduction about the theme application, what is theme application, what's specific about the Samsung theme editor. Then I'll be taking you to a video presentation where I'll be showing you the Samsung theme store, how a user can go search, download various mode of Samsung theme store. Third, it's going to be I'll be sharing some demographics data, some interesting trend, and some quality content that we have available on the Samsung theme store. Fourth, it's going to be how to apply to get access to the theme store. Fifth is going to be how to create. After that, it's the publish, like how once you have the theme APK, how you can publish it. And at last, it's going to be, I'll be sharing some useful tips that we observed so far. So first thing, with the introduction, what is theme application? So a theme application, it's an Android APK, a regular Android APK that can be installed as an application on your device. And it actually customizes the UI and the look and feel of your Android framework. So there is no functionality that you can add using the Samsung theme editor, but it's all about the UI. Let's move on to the next slide. So what's so unique about the Samsung theme editor? It actually provides you a tool, DMG tool for your Mac machine and an exe file that you can install on your Windows machine. And you can do the drag and drop, and you can change the color palette of the screens. And so the good thing is you would not need to write any single line of code for creating themes. Once you are done, then you can export an APK and you can publish it. So we'll talk more in details about it on the later slides. So here comes the video for the theme store, where I'll be demoing you a video of a theme store, how to navigate to a theme store. And this video has been prepared on a Samsung S7 device running on Android Nougat. So let's play the video. So here's our Samsung S7 device. I'll unlock it. So first I'll demo you how to quickly navigate to the Samsung theme store. So right now I am on the Samsung device home screen. So this is how, so I'll press and hold on the home screen, and that will bring up the option to navigate to the theme store. If you see at the bottom, there was theme store option. So I tapped on it. I'm into the Samsung theme store now. At the top, you will see three options: wallpaper, themes, and icons. These are the products that you can create using the Samsung theme editor tool. So we'll be talking more in details about themes. At the top, you will see that I can view all the themes that are installed on my device. So these are the themes that I've already installed on my device. So this is how a user will see it. If I go back, these are currently what you're seeing on the screen are the promotional stuff going for various content available on our theme store. And you can be among one of these themes that are showing on the home screen. So we'll be talking again more in details on later slides. So how to search? Click on the three dots and tap on search option. Okay, I'm into categories now. So categories, here you can search the content based on the color palette as well as the pattern. Let's show you how to actually search. So I'll come in here and I'll type gear, G-E-A-R. So this is one of the most famous theme available on our theme store. So the first option, I'll tap on it, and let's quickly view the details and the screenshot of this theme. So these are the screenshots. So this creates actually the first impression in user, and it's a deciding factor whether the user is going to download your theme or not. So make sure that you add the most attractive screen here in the screenshots. And again, all these things will be discussed in detail on later slides. So these are the reviews. It has 4.5 star, 174 reviews, and here are the reviews. You see how interactive the publisher has been. He has been replying back to the bad reviews on his theme, getting back. So it's a really good thing. It actually creates more download for your app. So make sure if you are getting not good reviews, please do reply on the user feedback. So I tap on the purchase option at 2.49, and it will show me the pop-up where I can select the payment mode and go ahead and process the downloading. So I'll go with the credit card option, click on buy. So it's processing the theme, and once the payment is processed, it will start downloading the theme. And one thing, if you have noticed, this is an animated theme. So I'll show you what kind of animation has been implemented by the publisher for this theme. So it's actually installing. Once installed, you'll see the option to either delete or apply the theme. So far we have only installed the theme on the device, but not applied it. So I'll come on to the theme where I see all my installed theme. I'll click on apply. Shows me a message that all my unsaved data will be deleted because it closes all the background applications. So make sure you have all the data saved before applying a theme. Once the theme is applied, it will automatically take you to the home screen. So I'll lock the screen and show you from the very starting, like what are the effects that's been added by the publisher. So I lock the screen, and after unlocking, so this is the animation. It looks kind of blurry on your screen. It's just because of the recording tool that I've used, but it's looking really nice. So coming back to the home screen after unlocking, and I'll take you to a couple of screens where I'll show you the UI modification done by the publisher. Click on the application icon. So you see how synchronized way the designer designed these screens, all the app icons and everything. And I'll take you to the settings option. Tap on the settings, and these are all the icons. There's settings option here. So you see how nicely it's been modified. Next, take you to the keyboard, the dial pad screen, and then so that's pretty much it. Now I'll show you, like, if the user wants to add a shortcut to his screen, how he can add shortcut to the theme store on his screen. So selecting this option inside settings will add a shortcut to the home screen. So you will see now I have a shortcut to Samsung theme store located on my home screen, and I can drag and relocate it wherever I want. So next time when I want to go into the Samsung theme store, I'll just click on this option and it will take me to the Samsung theme store. So this was pretty much about how a user interacts with the theme that you guys publish on the theme store. Now, next, moving on to the slide. So now we'll be talking more in details about various statistics about the Samsung theme store. So Samsung theme store is currently available in 183 countries with 25 paid stores. We have recently added South Africa, Sweden, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and UAE as a paid store, and we are currently working with a lot of other countries to make it as a paid store, and we'll be updating as soon as we convert a store as a paid theme store. Talking in terms of the download ranking, we have observed that US, China, and India has been among the top content downloader for the theme apps. They consume almost 30% of all the theme contents. Until August 2016, we observed that more than 56 million downloads were done by these three countries itself. And there is a comparison chart that you can see just on the right side of your screen. In terms of paid content, we have observed that US, China, and UK consumer are the one who generates more than 70% of the revenue for the theme store, and that is as for the data that we collected till August 2016. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. This one is about our progress in terms of the active users that are coming into our theme store, as well as the downloads. So we have observed that compared to January 2016, we have twice as more download and twice as more visitors coming to our theme store. There's been 0.2 billion cumulative download until December 2016. So now, what all devices support the theme service? So we launched the theme service back in 2015, and from then on, it's supported on every Galaxy S series devices as well as on the Note devices, and there are other devices as well. So in total, there are 30 devices that supports theme, and every device that is being launched or is going to be launched, like the Galaxy S series and the Note series, will have the theme store already pre-installed on it. We have an important success story to share here. That is of Milena Lombardi. She started as a theme designer for a Samsung theme store back in 2015, and she has been among the top revenue generator for the third and fourth quarter of 2016. And now she owns a company that specifically works on creating content for Samsung theme store. For getting in more detail, you can refer to the short URL that is placed on the slide, and you can read more about her details and the content created by her. Currently, we have more than 10,000 theme content available on our store, and it's growing at a really fast pace. So here are a few of the screenshots of the content that we had on our theme store. I'll be sharing a couple of theme content that's been created for our theme store. So this is like the Avengers edition for our theme store. So you see how nicely the theme has been created, and it reflects the brand, and they have used the tool to its maximum capacity, like customizing each and every component. So specifically talking about the BMW, if you notice on the first screen, that is the lock screen, they have used a different background, whereas once you unlock the screen and you comes back to the home screen, there's a different background. So they have played with the tool as much as possible. Now this is one of the theme that I've selected personally for the sports category. That's for Florida State Seminoles Gameday theme. So this is one of the interesting theme again, and you see how nicely they have customized all the background icon, and like each and every default icon has been customized, and the dial pad screen, how the fonts has been customized nicely, and the color combination that they have used. So now, after showing you a couple of quality contents, I would say, on our theme store, let's move on to further data for the theme store. So talking about the age group of the user that mostly consumes the theme store data is between 20s to 30s. We did a quick survey, we did a quick analysis for top 7 countries that consumes our theme content, and we observed that most of our users are in their 20s or 30s. So we know if you want to be specific with the targeting the audience, then you know the age group of the audience, and you can create the content accordingly. Based on gender, I would say that US and Korea, there are mostly female theme content user, whereas in Australia, China, UK, and India, there are majority of male users, and the exact breakdown is there in the slides. Now, based on the country and gender both. So I'll start from the top left. So US, Korea, and UK. If you are in these countries, if you are targeting to female audience, prefer to go with the pink, white, and green, because mostly the female audience prefer to use a theme that is based on pink, white, and green, whereas the male audience is more interested in blue and black themes. On the right side, we see that there is a slight preference based on the gender for China, India, and Australia. But they do have a distinct preference based on the country. So simple and green is for China, brown and black is for India, and for Australia it's again simple and black. One interesting trend that we have noticed is in US and UK, gold has been a common choice. Gold pattern, gold-based themes is a common choice in both the countries. Again, these are the screenshots of few of our most trending or downloaded content on our theme store. Now I'll come to the theme service partnership and accessing the theme editor. So I'll talk more in details about what is theme service partnership and the theme editor tool, how to get access to it, since it's not publicly available. So we need to have a partnership in place in order to get it downloaded. So I'll talk more in details about how we can do that. So first we'll talk about the theme service partnership. What is theme service partnership? So you will see three different screens at the bottom of the slide. One is about the framework, the components that you can customize within your device, the UI component that can be customized. Second is the theme editor tool itself. And third is the store, the theme store, where you publish your theme content. Combination of all these three things, we term it as a theme service partnership. And how to get access to it is, it involves 3 steps. So it actually requires 5 steps, but 3 steps from your side. So first, you would need to have a Samsung account, and if you don't have one, you can create it by following the link available on the slide as the first point, ending with Samsung-account. Go onto that page and sign up for a Samsung account. It's freely available. Second, you need to have a really nice portfolio, outstanding design that is not already available on our theme store, something that you need to make sure that you're not using any Googled images or any copyright content, and something unique about the theme. So we are providing you the template that you can use for creating your own portfolio, design portfolio, and that is one of the most important deciding factor for getting access to the theme editor tool. So make sure you create a unique design using the template that we are providing, and that can be downloaded from the second step, the link provided in the second step. Third, now you have the Samsung account, you have the design portfolio. Go to the third link, which is bit.ly/themes-access-request, and fill out the form, submit your design portfolio. Once these three steps are done, then our theme review team will review your application, and review might take maximum of 1 month, not always, but in some cases it might take. Sometimes we get a lot of requests, so it might take a month time. And once that is done, we will get back to you with the approved application, or we will update you if we need few more details from your side. So I'll dive in more in details about the first, second, and third step. So this is the screenshot where we are showing like how to create, what are the details that you need to fill in order to apply for a Samsung account. So it's fairly easy. Once you fill out the form, you will get the access instantly. Creating the portfolio. So we are providing the PSD template. You can launch this PSD template in any of the Photoshop editor tool. You can go in here and create your own design concept. There are the customized item or element are highlighted on the left side on the screenshot. So sorry, on the right side. So you can customize those and create your own theme design. And finally, once you have the design and Samsung account, go ahead and fill out this form and submit your design concept in here. And then it's our review team who is going to work on it and get back to you. In either of the case, whether it's approved or we need more detail, in either of the case, you will definitely get a reply from us. And I'll let you know more in details about what we can do about the reply that you get from our team. So we'll talk about it more in details on the later slides. So say you have it approved and now you have the access. So this is the screen that where you land after having it approved for your account. You log in, navigate to the same portion inside the Samsung theme services, Android, and then clicking on that option to get access, you will come to this screen where you will see all the tools and manuals available where you can download how to create a theme, how to register it. There's an EXE tool, there is a DMG tool for your Mac machine. So you can download it from here and install it on your machine. Now you have, I assume that, so now once you have the access to the theme editor tool, what all products that you can create using the theme editor tool? So there are 3 different products that can be created. It can either be a theme APK, or a wallpaper, and an icon pack. So it can be either of these 3, or maybe you can, if you want, you can create all 3 of them. The difference between 3 of them is like theme is a superset. It contains all the customizable UI components, so you can customize everything that can be customized using the Samsung theme editor tool. Wallpaper is just about the lock screen and the home screen background. An icon pack will allow you to customize the app icons that comes by default with the theme editor tool and the third-party application. There is a slight limitation in terms of customizing the third-party app icons. So we will talk more in details on the later slides about that. And how to get started with the theme creation. So you need to have a concept, visualization, or a design concept in mind. Use a pen and paper, draw some sketch, come up with an idea. Once you have every resources, images, and concept ready, then you can launch the theme editor tool and create it using the theme editor tool, and finally distribute and promote it. It's like publishing it on the Samsung theme store. Now, once again, a couple of screenshots where I'll be showing the extent up to which our designer community has customized the UI screen. So each screen has two different columns on the left and the right, and each shows the comparison of like before the default screen and the after what our designers have customized the UI. So first screen is about the lock screen. So you see how nicely they have customized, the background is changed, all the app icons have been changed, and the same goes for the home screen. Next is the notification panel at the phone screen. And you see the kind of gradient effect that has been given, or on the phone screen, if you see at the bottom how nicely they have used this fence kind of feeling at the bottom, just above the camera and the phone icon. Third is the contact and messages screen. This is the keyboard and a planner. And again, you are noticing that there are the font color changes, then there are the background which is gradient, and then press button. So there are minor tweaks, but I can say that they have customized it a lot, because each and every component, if you compare it with the default screen, it's completely different. Third is the clock and email screen, calculator and settings. So calculator, since it comes by default with the device, so you have much more control over the UI, like what are the components that you can customize. There's a slight difference between what can be customized in the default application and what can be customized in a third-party application. So in third-party application, we don't have any control in terms of the UI, whereas the application that comes by default with the device or a part of the binary or the operating system itself, we have a high control. We can go ahead and customize most of the component in it. Now these are the theme products. So you see the wallpaper is one of the products that we can create using the theme editor tool or the icon pack. Now coming into the theme editor tool, so what we will see once we install the tool and launch it for the very first time. So this is the screen that you will see. And you can see that create new has three different options, like creating a theme, which is a full package, or creating a wallpaper and or icon pack. Now I'll talk more in details about the various components on the theme editor home screen, like what terms do we use for naming them. So on the left hand side, you will see an application group. So this gives us a list of all the applications that can be customized using the theme editor tool. And the next to it will show you the subgroup. So here in this example, I've used icon. I've selected icon, and the subgroup shows me app icons and the preview screen. Next is the default UI. So once you start actually creating the theme, you will come to this screen and you will see how the default UI will look like and what all parameter that you need to provide, that is point 4, in order to customize that screen, and how will the customized screen will look like. So this is the preview. Once you are done and you want to actually verify it on the actual device, click on apply to device option, and that will apply the theme onto your device for testing purpose. So if you have the Samsung device connected, Samsung theme supported device connected to USB and to your laptop, you can always go ahead and apply the theme to your device. Note that the theme that you apply using this tool, it's going to be temporarily applied only for 5 minutes, and then it will automatically reverts back to the default UI. Reason being, the only way to permanently install a theme on your device is to downloading it from the theme store. So if you create a theme and just apply it on your device, it will never stay for it will automatically revert back to the default screen. So that's the thing. Now this is a screen where we'll talk more in details about how to fill in the details for creating the new theme. So there are a couple of fields that you need to provide. or fill in order to start with a new theme. So the first one is theme. It can either be 2000, it's a drop down option, and it can either be 2017 or 16. 2017 will allow you to create M and M2 APK, which will run on all the devices that supports Marshmallow OS. And M2 is for a different screen resolution. It was meant for Note 7 and later devices, but we might be merging into one APK on our later releases for the theme editor tool. So if you want to go with the N APK, select 2017. If you want to create M and M2, go with the 2016. And for the same theme, you can save it two different files, 2016 and 2017 version, for creating APK for all the Android OS, that is M and N OS. Theme title is your theme title. It's actually your theme title, literally. So whenever the user installs a theme, he will see the theme title listed after installation on his device. Company name, it's again an optional field, so you can provide your company name. Package name, it follows the standard Java convention. It will automatically be populated, but if you want to customize or change it, you can definitely go ahead and do that. Again, authored by, it's an optional field. Company name, again, it's an optional field. What else? Version and version name. So it again follows the standard Android convention. I mean to say version name and a version code. So version code is the one that you will change for updating your theme. So if you have a future update coming up, you will change the version and push an update to your theme. By default, you can start with 0 and 0 or 0, 1. It's completely up to you. But if you want to get more in details about the version code and version name, just Google it, the Android version code and version name convention, and you'll get everything in details about it. Base color. So depending upon your theme that you're creating, it's following a dark concept or light concept. You can go ahead and select either of the option, and that will allow you to it will be less effort on your side to make in sync with all the screens. Like if you are following a dark concept, it's good to go with the dark option, and that's how you will have lesser number of places where you need to go and customize the screen. Now once all those fields are entered, then you can click on OK and comes onto this screen, and you see here it's a blank screen where you can go and design your concept. On this particular screenshot, I've selected the common item inside group, so that's the reason why it's showing as blank. Common is one of the places where you go and make the changes, and that will reflect on couple of screens. So UI component, that is common across couple of applications, so that's inside common. So if you select other options, you will see a screen accordingly, the previous screen. These are the menu options. So there's a menu option in the theme editor tool at the top. So you click on that. Mainly we use it for either saving a project, opening a new project, launching a new project, or the most important option I would say is the export and upload APK. So you click on that export and upload APK, and it will generate an APK for your application. A quick note: the .htp file is also known as the Samsung theme project file. So whatever themes that you create, the output of it would be an APK, but the actual project file, it's a single file known with the extension of .stp, stands for Samsung theme project. So if you are opening any recent project, you need to go ahead and browse any .stp file, and a .stp file can be opened using this theme editor tool, and vice versa. So you can go ahead and create an APK from here. For creating an APK, you would need a key store file. Key store file is mainly used, it's only used for signing in your APK. So these are a couple of more screens, couple of more details regarding the menu option, like what are the preview screens or theme editor information, or there are languages changes and other changes that you want to change. So it's quite literal. Once you have the access, you can click on those options, and it's quite a straightforward option, so you can change accordingly. Talking about the key store, so I'm assuming that for the very first time when you're creating an APK, you won't have a key store, and you can go ahead and generate one. The field which are marked with asterisks are the mandatory field that you need to provide. For validity, you can provide anything, for example, 110 years, it should be a number. And then you need to fill out at least one detail on the remaining field. So that is the minimum requirement for creating a theme store. The extension for the theme store file is going to be .p12. Make sure you keep the key store file and the password saved with you, because you would need it for your future update for your application. So once you are pushing an update to your existing theme, you would need to sign the APK using the same key store, and you should know the password as you created the key store file. Now you have the key store and you are on this screen where you want to create the APK. So you will fill in the details, like you need to give the path to the key store and the password. And then you can select the resolution, like you want to create either MAPK, M2APK or NAPK. Then there is an option of package. Package, it can be, so if you started with a theme and you just want to create an icon pack, you can select it here accordingly. But I'll go with the theme option. So I'll select theme as in package, and resolution I'll select Full HD, and Full HD for Note 7 and later. And that will allow me to create M and M2 APK. Since I started with, so I'm right now talking about the left top screenshot that I've put. That will create M and M2 APK, as I've been using the default .stp file. If I go with the 2017 version of the .stp file, it will create an APK that will be compatible with the Android Nougat. The screenshots will be generated automatically by the tool. So, and you can always go ahead and change the screenshot. These are the content that you will be getting once you finish with the prior screen. And here you can go ahead and change if you don't like any of the screenshots. These are the output that you will get. On the right side, you will see that there is a two folder, M and N APK. M is for the Marshmallow and is for the Nougat. So I've expanded the Marshmallow APK content, so you will see a zip file that is the screenshot. Then there is an M and M2 APK that is for the Marshmallow devices. There will be two more things, the .stp file and the key store file, ending with the P12 as an extension. So you see how the screenshots has been generated by the theme editor tool and how it will look on the user device. So make sure you use the best screenshot here, because it creates the first impression and it's a deciding factor for whether to download the theme or not. So that's one of the important tip. Validation checklist. This is from our store team. So once you submit an application for publishing, our testing team will review your theme. It will verify against several factors. Couple of them is like the text has been displayed properly, there is no overlap or unvisibility or not visible text on the screens. That's one thing. No copyright content has been used, or you haven't reused the Samsung branded mark, logo, icons, or background images. And then there are a couple of other things that we take into consideration, but major things are listed in here. So distributing the theme products. You need to have a seller office account for that. And if you don't have one, you can go ahead and go with the first option and create a seller office account for yourself. Once you have the seller office account, you'll come to the second screen where you are seeing the theme for Galaxy option. So there are three things that you can publish. Either it can be Android or Samsung Gear or themes for Galaxy. If you don't see that option, send out an email to theme.partner.ptn@samsung.com for enabling that option in order to publish the theme. Once you have the option available there, you can go ahead and continue with the theme for Galaxy option and fill out all the major details. The most important one I would say is the tags and category, because it helps the user to search for your theme. So make sure you add the right tag or select the right category for your themes, and that will help the user to search for your search for your theme content. The screenshot is for adding the screenshot while publishing an application. You can add multiple binaries into one application. I mean to say, like, you can add multiple APKs, M2, and NAPK under one application title, under one app content ID. And the supported device will be selected automatically by the platform itself. Now, once the theme has been published, you can always go ahead and log in again and check the status of your submission, whether it's under updating or it's under testing or it's already there, updated, and it's ready for sale. So those kind of things that you can always come in here and check. In terms of download and sales statistic, again, we have a section in our theme, our seller office, where you can go and check the details about how many downloads are there on your theme, and there are several other breakdowns based on which you can check the details. User feedback. This is a section where you will see an average rating for your theme and what are user reviewing, what are the user reviews for your theme. So now we'll talk about important tips that you need to keep in mind while publishing theme. So here I would like to do a quick pulse check to see how many of you have been already published a theme in any of the theme store or Galaxy store. So if you have already published a theme in either theme store or any other store, you can do a thumbs up. If not, you can click on the thumbs down. Okay, we'll wait for a few more seconds to see how many of you have already published the themes on any of these stores. Okay. Okay. So I can see that majority of our listeners right now have already published a theme. So I'll share a couple of important tips that will help you getting more downloads for your theme app once it's there in the theme store. So the number one important tip that I'd like to share is adding the right category to your themes. So if I choose the right color palette or right pattern for my theme, it's easier for the user to go in and search for the theme. Like we do have an option in our theme store where the user can go and instead of typing a searching keyword, he can search the theme by the color palette. Say for example, a female audience of ours, she likes to download a theme with a pink background. She'll obviously come in here and tap on the pink option, and there it goes, and she will look all the themes which are based on the pink background. As I mentioned earlier on the slides, that black and gold is among the most popular theme color palette on our theme store, and most of our user downloads the theme that are based on black and gold color palette. So here's the screenshot for that. So if a user taps on gold color palette, he will see the screen or the pattern. Adding tags. So this is also one of the important things. So if somebody is a huge fan of football, he'll always be coming in and searching a theme, typing this term as football. So if this tag is added on your theme, it will easily show up and user can easily access your theme. So again, it helps a lot. So try to add as much as relevant tags to your theme as it helps the user to search for your theme. Adding a prefix to your theme title will always helps you to get extra download. So I'll give you a few examples. Like for example, for like adding a premium or official or live in the theme title actually motivates the user to download your theme. So if there is a theme available on our store and it's represent a particular brand, so it's good practice to add official in front of it if you officially have the access. So just add the term official in front of your app title, and that will help user intuitively knowing that it's a theme that is officially made for that particular brand. So again, premium, live, official, those are the terms that you can always use for your theme title. Please do reply to all the feedbacks, as it helps user loves to hear from the designer community, like if they are listening to their feedbacks and making the changes or amendment in their screens and UI accordingly. So that's one of the things. Regarding the merchandising, as I mentioned on the video, that we do have a couple of content showing on our theme store homepage. So we do merchandise the theme content, and it based on the review team decision. So you can always submit a ticket to us or send in an email to us asking for merchandising your content. Our team will review your theme or your content based on the popularity, based on the content it's been used, it's not copyrighted, it's unique, and other factors. So and accordingly we'll decide and communicate back to you, and we can merchandise your theme as well on our theme store. So do we have so that's all from my side. Do we have any questions so far? No. Okay. So yeah, so this is all about the Samsung theme editor, and you can always navigate to the resources section located on the left bottom of your screen, where you can access the important resources for this webinar, like you can register for the Samsung Developer Program. That's one of the most important things. So once you sign up for the Samsung Developer Program, you can create a ticket or assign or send us your queries or concerns to us directly, and we'll get back to you. So Samsung Developer Program is a thing where you need to go and sign up and log the ticket if you have any concerns.
Well, there's one question, just right. Animated themes.
So what about animated themes? Is there anything specific? Okay, so we do have one question regarding the animated theme. So animated theme can be created. So it can be implemented for the lock screen. So if you have access to the tool, it is based on the slides. So you keep on frame. You can add frames, and then you can make certain tweaks to it, like how frequently you want to update the frames, and that actually creates the animation effect onto your screen. There are certain limitations. If you want to know more in specific about what are the limitations and how exactly you can implement, or maybe if you already have the access and you want to see some sample example, I can share it with you. So as I mentioned, just go ahead and sign up for the Samsung Developer Program. Send us in your queries, any specific queries related to Tizen, Android, specifically about the theme, and any concerns regarding whether you are trying to get access, not getting approved, or maybe any concerns. You can always send it to your concern to us. Seller magazine is the other important thing. Please make sure to check out our Samsung theme seller magazine. At it on a regular basis, on a monthly basis, we update it, and it has the most popular content and other details that we want to communicate to our designer community. And then there are a couple of other important links mentioned on this slide, so you can always access these. Once again, this session was being recorded and it will be made available on our Samsung developer site. The first link is bit.ly/theme-webinar, where you can go in and check the content for this webinar. Once again, thanks for joining, and now you'll be seeing a survey on your screen, so please do fill out that survey. It will help us improving our theme webinar qualities. Thank you.